Today on Big Al.
And have you put these noggins in right? What are they called? Noggins, aren't they? We had a bad camera time. Too tight. Too tight. Are you recording? Cool. So you say it won't go in, Joe? This here won't go in. Then, right? You said you'd give me a hug if I... Dying of the cold. Someone coughed over me. Who was it?
Not me.
What?
Not me.
And have you put these noggins in right? What are they called? Noggins, aren't they? Noggins. Is that what they're called? Noggins. What's this for?
Oh, chocolate?
No, this bit here. This.
Hanging down?
Yeah, this bit hanging down. Is how am I supposed to put my my plasterboard to that? That needs to be shaved. Have you that many of them done? No. Oh, there's another nail you didn't get in. Over here, Joe. Up here. Over there. Could you not get that one in either?
No.
No?
No. Too tight.
Too tight.
Weird, yeah.
Too tight. Right, okay, well, Joe has been putting in the bridging. These things here, these things are for to stable up the joists or the floor. Well, what do you call them? You call it a roof, didn't you? Yeah. See, he slagged me off and he called it a roof. And what did I call it? It's a ceiling and it's a floor. So these joists are ready to go in. We have to put down now the floorboards. And we're going to glue it and screw it next week. So I've got to go and order the floorboards. Joe, grab measuring tape is in the rangy. And what I want to do is we have to get this all prepped, get it all floored, and then we go above and then we start working on building the building up. I've got loads of steel to put down. So the structural steel is in. I'll show you here. Oh, you good? Oh, look at you little hero. So the structural steel's in. I'm not sure because it's a garage that I have to put in fireproofing, but I will do anyway. I will most likely, before I go ahead and put the plasterboard down, I will fireproof it. It's a paint, really expensive bloody paint, but what it does, it gives it an extra few hours burn that should someone have to be rescued. But because it's a garage, I'm not sure you need it, but I'll go ahead and do it anyway. What do you reckon? Yeah, that's it.
So it's not my money.
It's what?
Not my money.
Not your money, Joe?
No.
But we've got the paint already.
Oh, do you?
Right, so what we'll do here is we'll just measure up the perimeter of down below. I think we've already done this.
I think so.
We'll measure the perimeter of down below in order to get the timber delivered. So what I'm ordering, there's this new stuff that you can get. It's waterproof and it lasts for months in the rain. But I'm not keen to use that stuff. It's got like is it white, isn't it? It's like a white, thick spray, silicone acrylic paint. Stop for a second. Most of you are not subscribed to my channel. If you don't subscribe to me, the kitty gets it. It's like a silicone paint, and you can have it outside in the open, but the cost of it is like £32 a sheet of a 4x8 sheet. That's phenomenal. You can imagine how much that's going to cost. It would cost £1,000 to put that down, whereas plyboard, I don't think it's going to be as expensive. I'll do a price comparison on it and see which one I put down. That can be done in a later video where we put that stuff down, acrylic sheeting. I would rather just put the plyboard down and put a load of acrylic sheeting on top, you know, like bags, and just tack them down.
Yeah.
And that'll keep it secure and keep it dry while we're working on the roof. Yes, Joe?
On the roof, yeah.
On the roof, Joe. Joe's very nervous on the camera by the looks of it. Right, so can we get this leveled up here? Go ahead. So that's 8 by 6 meters.
5 by 5.
So what's 8 by 6? What's it in square area, apprentice?
48.
What?
48.
So 48 square meters? You happy enough?
I think so.
So 48 square meters and 25 square meters is what?
73 square meters.
73 square meters. Now remember, you can't say it silently, you're on a microphone.
73 square meters.
There we go. There we go. Okay, so we'll order 14 mil by 75. Well, we'll probably just get 80 square meters to allow cuts. And we need to get glue. So we need to get Gorilla Glue and we need to get screws. So I would say, what size of screws do you need, kid? 50?
What's it going into?
It's going to, what's it going into?
Into the joist?
It's going into the air.
Into there?
Yes, it's going into the air. The screws are going into the air.
Oxygen.
What do you say?
I don't know. 70s? 80s?
I don't think you need 80s, mate. It's 12 mil. I think 50s is good enough. You have to drill them in.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to go too much drilling. Imagine how much drilling we have to do. There's a lot of boards to go down.
Drill, hammer.
And then we got to put in the block bridging. So if you come around here and I'll show you this. Come on around here, Joe. So up here, I have to cut a block out. So I got to get a concrete block and I got to cut out blocks. And every single one of these has to have a block in here, a filler. It's called a block. Basically, we have to bridge with blocks in here, and every single one of them need bridged, and that has to be done as well. It also stops warping, because if you see, I always remember the last one I done, and I was realizing that even though I straight cut a block, sometimes it wouldn't fit. If you can see, look, do you see the angle of that since the water's got on it?
Yeah.
Started to bend slightly. And that happens. So we have to make sure that they're all bridged as quick as we can. We'll have to do that as soon as we put the floor down. So next week's going to be an exciting week. Next week's going to be a really cool week. We're going to get the floorboards down. It's going to be beautiful weather, allegedly.
Apparently so.
So,
Into the weather.
and I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully it'll be a good day. We're going to probably try and see if we can spend the whole week down here. We still got the car video to do. If you have a look, the car videos are on Wednesday, and Wednesday's work is going to be, it's going to be a real funny program because so far I've made 0 on the car video. So if you haven't seen the car video, it's there. Take a look at it. It's part 2. We've got part 3 coming out on Wednesday. That's in 4 days of this video being done. What I got to do now is for some reason I've got to start the digger. Why do I have to start the digger? I have to dig a hole. So we'll do that and then we'll end it. Come and see Bessie. Because the last time we done Bessie, we had a bad camera time. The last time we saw Bessie, we had a bad camera time. And the camera went round. It's very hard to do the videos and not have someone video. Now we have a videographer, camera person, and that camera person is enjoying doing this, aren't you? Yes, you are. Good, 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 good. Right. So I got to dig a hole. So let's go and dig a hole. You want to watch me dig a hole? Who wants to watch me dig a hole? We will go dig a hole. Yes? Yes? Happy enough?
Happy.
Right. Come on, Joe, I'll show you how to dig a hole. Look at the sheer scale of this. Look at the sheer scale of that. I mean, see when you're sitting in her, you don't realise how actually big she is. Look at the size of that bloody thing. And she weighs a ton. She actually physically weighs a ton. And that's just for lifting a bit of stone. And there's a bigger version for the bigger one. Anyway, let's get this girl started. Come around here, Joe, so you know what I'm talking about. Do you know how to put the key in?
Nope.
Come on around here, camera person. Come on round. So, there's the key. The operator key has to go in here like so. That's the battery key. You have to put her in. You have to wedge her up. Now the reason why I take that out is because the battery runs flat if you don't use it for a couple of months.
Oh, if you leave it on.
What do you say?
If you leave the key on it.
If you leave the key in, yeah, it runs flat. So that has to be isolated every time. And that's her live. She's a big girl. I love her. Now, this is being moved. This is coming to its last of its days on this property. I'm moving her up to the quarry. If you want to see the quarry work, check it out. Joe and I were working on the quarry, when was it, a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
I can't remember, is that long ago? Was it long ago?
I think so.
But this girl is going down to the quarry. We're going to make short work of that place. What's that?
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks? It feels like years. Anyway, right. There's a wee isolator key as well. There's a wee security key that I have to turn on. Yeah, she's not on, so I have to turn on the isolator key. First time! First time! She sat here for how long? And this is my point. JCB, you know, as far as I'm concerned, this girl is, God, I love her. I find this girl to be one of the best. Here, listen, we need to get this digger on, or this thing on. Look, as you can see, there's nothing on her. Do you want to have a look? There we go. So that digger, we have to swing round. So what we'll do is we'll get you to go over where that is, and I'll swing round and pick this digger up. On with my security thing. Now what you can do is you can hear me as I'm doing this, and what I have to do is I have to dig a hole. What is that coming out of her? Is that all coming out of her? It's water. Woo! Joe!
Yeah.
You can put that into place for me, can't you?
Well, it's fine, yeah.
No, I'm only joking, you mate, you can't. Try it! Try you put it down, go on. What do you think? Did it work? Did it work, Joe? Did you get it done, Joe? I don't think you did, mate.
That's a credit.
And then here, and then here. And then I turn off the acknowledgement, and then that should be slowly closing lock again. If you have a look, it's closing in. And there she is. You can take that rag away. Right, off I go. I gotta do a bit of digging. I gotta dig a hole. And that is a hole dug. Now I've got to bury a bone. That's what I have to do. I have to bury a bone. And that's it. It was easy as that. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And remember, JCB rocks.